What is going on, guys? This is 42 Sports here, and today I'm back with another college football prediction video. And it's week 2 of college football. Week 1 was awesome, crazy, sad, heartbreaking moments in college football, and just crazy outcomes of the games. And it was an awesome week of college football, crazy stuff, and especially for week 1. Week 2, we have the Georgia Bulldogs going on the road to face rival South Carolina Gamecocks. And as you guys know from last year's video, I predicted South Carolina to beat Georgia, but this time I believe that Georgia will beat South Carolina this year, or it could be an upset. I'm gonna go both ways, predict both scores for both teams, just so it'll be neutral and I won't have any people getting mad because I'm more biased towards this team, towards the other team as well. Both teams did really well this weekend. Georgia beat Austin Peay. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Like Peay. I don't know how to pronounce that. They killed them 45-0, and South Carolina beat Coastal Carolina 49-15. Great wins by both teams. Both teams did really well, as expected. The game will obviously be at Williams-Brice Stadium. Coverage will be on 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. Coverage will be at CBS. So yeah, let's go through the stats from this weekend's game. So we got Jake who started really well over Justin Fields. So he went 12 for 16, 157 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jake Bentley did a whole lot better than him against a not really great team, Coastal Carolina. He had 22 for 29 completion percentage, 250 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. Really good. We also have for rushing yards, we have Georgia. We have Demetrius Robertson. He had 1 carry, 1 carry, 1 carry and 72 rushing yards and 1 touchdown. That's the only touchdown he had the whole game. We have, sorry if I pronounced his last name wrong, Rico Dowdle. I don't pronounce that. That's a hard name to pronounce. He had 15 carries, 105 rushing yards and 1 touchdown. We also have, for receiving wise, we have Mecole Hardin. He had 2 receptions, 63 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. We have Shi Smith, who had 4 receptions and 61 reception yards, and those are your top leaders from week 1's game. And now we're gonna go through the team stats. And from week 1, points per game, Georgia had 45, South Carolina had 49. So if South Carolina wins on that one. Points allowed, Georgia 0, South Carolina 15. So that's kind of huge. For total yardage, South Carolina wins on this one with 557.0 total yards, and then Georgia 508.0 total yards as well. Yards passing, Georgia 224, and yards passing for South Carolina 294.0, and yards rushing, Georgia of course wins in this one with 284.0, while South Carolina has 263. On defense, yards allowed, South Carolina, this is a huge one for Georgia. They had 152.0 yards allowed, while South Carolina had 238.0, which is not really good if you're playing against Georgia. Pass yards allowed, Georgia had 61.0, South Carolina had 112.0. That's not really good for them. Rushing yards allowed, 91.0 for Georgia and 126.0 for South Carolina. Alright, so there you have it, and the matchup predictor has Georgia winning 73.3% over South Carolina, which has a 26.7 overall. Alright, so the final score for both teams, I'm going to do both scores. I feel like Georgia might win this game due to the fact that Georgia's really good. South Carolina's a whole lot better than they were from last year. It's going to be a really low defensive game over again, like it always is between SEC teams. I feel like it's going to be Georgia 31 to maybe South Carolina 24. It's going to be a low, it doesn't really seem it's going to be like a low scoring game, but at one point it's going to be like 24-24, and then Georgia pulls off away to South Carolina. South Carolina could possibly have a high scoring game, who knows, but I feel like they're going to win if they do really well, 28-17. It's just their defense is going to have so many good stops on Georgia. I'm just throwing out random predictions. These probably won't have any effect on them, so if you get mad, I'm sorry. It's just my prediction. So I have Georgia winning 31-24, and then South Carolina, I don't know, between 28-21 or 28-17. It's going to be a low-scoring game. It's going to be a good game between the two in South Carolina. 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Will Georgia remain undefeated against South Carolina, or will South Carolina pull off the upset and destroy Georgia's hopes of going to the national championship? This is gonna be a really, really good game, and hopefully, maybe South Carolina will pull off the upset. But I feel like Georgia is going to win this game overall. All right, guys, 42 Sports here. Y'all have a great day. See you guys later. Week 2 starts this weekend or next weekend. Crazy weekend, week 1. And love college football. College football is finally back in action. All right, guys, 42 Sports here. Have a great day and peace.